Ever wondered why modern dating seems so complicated? Could the hoe phase be the culprit? Welcome to another engaging discussion where we unravel the complexities of contemporary relationships. Today, we're addressing a controversial topic that's sparking debates worldwide: the impact of the so-called hoe phase on modern dating. This phase, celebrated by some and criticized by others, could be throwing a wrench into the works of love and commitment. Stay tuned as we delve into this hot topic. Firstly, let's clarify what the hoe phase actually means. In the simplest of terms, the hoe phase is a period of time in a person's life when they choose to explore their sexuality freely and without commitment. It's a time when they engage in casual relationships, one-night stands, or even multiple simultaneous relationships, all in the name of self-discovery and pleasure. The term, often used in a pejorative manner, has its roots in popular culture, and it can be traced back to the early 2000s. However, it's important to note that the concept itself is not new. For centuries, humans have grappled with the balance between societal expectations of monogamy and the desire for sexual exploration. The hoe phase is perceived differently across societies and communities. Some view it as a necessary part of growing up, a rite of passage that allows individuals to discover what they want from relationships and sex. Others perceive it as a rebellious act, a rejection of traditional values. And then there are those who see it as a sign of moral degradation, a slippery slope towards a society where commitment and loyalty hold no value. There are various reasons why people choose to go through a hoe phase. For some, it's about breaking free from societal norms and expectations. For others, it's a way to heal from past relationships, to regain control and power over their own bodies and desires. And for many, it's simply a stage of curiosity and exploration, a time to learn more about their own needs and wants. However, it's worth noting that the hoe phase isn't for everyone. It isn't for those who want a stable, committed relationship in the future, and nobody should be pressured into it. Those who participate in this phase shouldn't be surprised when the consequences come and they can't find the partner they want to settle down with. It's a personal choice, and it's crucial that it's approached with respect for oneself and others, ensuring that all interactions are consensual and mindful. Now that we understand what the hoe phase is, let's explore its impact on dating. The effects of the hoe phase on modern dating are more significant than you might think. We're living in an era where the traditional rules of courtship have been upended, and the hoe phase, a period of intentional promiscuity that some individuals engage in, has emerged as a controversial aspect of this new dating landscape. It's important to note that the hoe phase isn't about judgment or shaming. Instead, it's about understanding how these decisions, these explorations of sexuality, can shape our perspectives on relationships and dating. So how does the hoe phase influence our views on dating? Well, for one, it can lead to a skewed understanding of intimacy. During the hoe phase, physical intimacy can become commonplace, often without the emotional connection that typically accompanies it. This can result in an individual developing a detached or casual view of intimacy, which can complicate future dating scenarios. For example, someone who's been through this phase might struggle to form deep emotional connections, as they've become accustomed to the physical without the emotional. This can cause misunderstandings and frustrations in relationships where the other person is seeking a deeper bond. Moreover, the hoe phase can also create unrealistic expectations. When someone is in this phase, they might enjoy the thrill of new encounters, the excitement of the chase, and the freedom of no strings attached. However, these experiences can set a high bar for excitement and novelty that a more stable, committed relationship might not meet. This can lead to dissatisfaction, constant comparison, and ultimately, a failure to appreciate the unique joys of a committed relationship. Another impact of the hoe phase is the potential for emotional baggage. It's not uncommon for individuals to engage in this phase as a means of coping with past heartbreak or emotional trauma. While it might provide temporary solace, it's like applying a band-aid on a deep wound. It doesn't address the underlying issues. Over time, these unresolved emotions can resurface in future relationships, leading to complications and misunderstandings. Lastly, the hoe phase can contribute to a culture of mistrust in the dating world. If one party has been through this phase and the other hasn't, it can lead to insecurities and doubts. The person who hasn't been through this phase might worry about the other's commitment level or ability to remain faithful, creating a rocky foundation for the relationship. So it's apparent that the hoe phase can muddy the waters of modern dating, but why exactly is this the case? Let's delve deeper into this phenomenon in the next scene. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. The hoe phase and modern dating are on a collision course, and here's why. To begin, let's take a look at communication, a cornerstone of any relationship. In the hoe phase, communication often takes a back seat. The focus is more on immediate gratification rather than building a foundation of trust and understanding. This has a ripple effect on modern dating, where open and honest communication is necessary for any relationship to thrive. Next, let's discuss expectations. The hoe phase often involves a series of short-term casual relationships. While there's nothing inherently wrong with that, it can create unrealistic expectations when it comes to long-term relationships. People who have been through the hoe phase might find it difficult to adjust to the slower pace of a committed relationship. They might expect the same level of excitement and novelty they experienced during their hoe phase, which can lead to dissatisfaction and disappointment. Moreover, the hoe phase often involves a high degree of freedom and independence. This is all well and good, but it can lead to problems when it comes to commitment. People who have enjoyed the freedom of the hoe phase might find it challenging to commit to a single person. They might struggle with the idea of giving up their independence for the sake of a relationship. This can lead to commitment issues, which can be a major stumbling block in modern dating. But it's not just about the individual. The hoe phase, as a cultural trend, is shaping societal norms and expectations around dating and relationships. It's creating a culture where commitment is seen as optional, where communication is undervalued, and where unrealistic expectations are the norm. This cultural shift is making it increasingly difficult for people to form meaningful, long-term relationships. Let's be clear though, this isn't about demonizing the hoe phase or the people who choose to go through it. It's about understanding the impact it's having on modern dating and acknowledging the challenges it presents. It's about starting a conversation and encouraging people to reflect on their own experiences and expectations. In a nutshell, the hoe phase is causing problems in modern dating by creating barriers to communication, fostering unrealistic expectations, and promoting a fear of commitment. It's not just a personal journey, it's a societal phenomenon that is reshaping our dating culture. We must understand these implications if we want to navigate the complex world of modern dating successfully. So, let's continue the conversation. Let's challenge the norms and expectations that the hoe phase has created. Let's strive for a dating culture that values communication, realistic expectations, and commitment. The hoe phase is not just a personal journey, it's a societal phenomenon that is reshaping our dating culture. Let's recap the main points we've discussed about the hoe phase and modern dating. We've dissected the hoe phase, a term coined to describe a period in someone's life where they engage in frequent casual relationships or encounters, often for self-discovery and fun. We've identified this phase as a common phenomenon in today's dating scene. We then delved into how this phase is impacting modern dating. It's causing a shift in relationship dynamics, leading to a culture of non-commitment and creating a cycle of dissatisfaction and emotional disconnect. We've seen how it can create unrealistic expectations, leading to disappointments and a lack of fulfillment in relationships. We've also discussed why this phase is causing problems. It's contributing to a disconnect between emotional intimacy and physical intimacy, creating a skewed understanding of what constitutes a healthy relationship. This can lead to individuals seeking quantity over quality, ultimately missing out on the emotional depth and connection that a committed relationship can offer. In conclusion, while the hoe phase might seem like an exciting and liberating period, it has its downsides. Not everyone has to go through this phase, nobody should be pressured into it, and it's not a prerequisite for personal growth or self-discovery. Remember, understanding the hoe phase and its implications can help us navigate the complexities of modern dating. Thanks for watching.